Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you've chose to spend your time with me, and I hope that you are all doing well. But if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. And the ways you can support my channel: like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people, and hopefully help someone to make a decision either way on a deck, or hit the notification bell to be notified of a new video that comes out. And we have the Shadow Myths Story Deck, Darkness Edition. There are 4 decks for the story deck. There is Preservation, Turmoil, and Awareness. I have the Preservation, Turmoil, and Darkness decks, but I don't have Awareness yet. They were created by Doug Hopes. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but the standard size deck is $40, and it is about the size of a standard playing deck. And there's also a Oracle size for $48, and it is 4.75 height and across is 2.75, so it's a little bit bigger. And the box is 3.75 height, across is 2.75, and the width is 1 inch. And it does come with this plastic cover, and he may have changed it, I don't know, but this is how I received it. And as you can see, it doesn't have title or anything, and it does come out relatively easy. Just pops out, and the front card does come out, as you can see, and that is his artwork. And then this, you get this guidebook with it when you order the deck, and we'll go through that after we look at these nice cards. And you get well, I don't know if he's still doing but it's a paper on the different ways that you can use the deck. We'll go through all this after I show you the cards. There are 35 cards in the deck, and this edition is Darkness. This deck contains the magic about the darkness that surrounds all of us. There are many parts of life that live in the dark. However, this does not mean that they are bad. It just means that they are not shown in the light of day. We need that darkness in order to survive. We need to fear things, and we need to struggle. Otherwise, we don't grow. Facing death and our own mortality allow us to appreciate the lighter and happier parts of our lives. The darkness is not bad. It's not good either. It's just the darkness. And on the back, you have his company name and a PDF if you want to go online and get the guidebook. Alright, so the cards themselves are 3.5 height, and across is a 2.5, and the deck is a little under 1/4 of an inch. Alright, so let's go ahead, and as you will notice, the cards do not have titles or numbers, and there is a reason that he did that, and we will explore that after I show you these cards. And the artwork is what sold me. I did a little looking into the decks, and I saw the artwork, and then I saw the different ways that you can use the deck as well, and yeah, I was sold. I really love his artwork. It's very surreal, kind of alien-like too. And he does have a video on his website to show how he paints. So it's like, you know, it's always interesting to see the blank canvas and then just see how people are just able to just make something out of a blank canvas. It's so cool, I think. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. The little peaky eyes looking at you. Alright, so that is the deck. Okay, so what is Story Myths? So I got this off of his guidebook, and Shadow Myths is a set of tools that help you come up with new stories and ideas while being true to yourself. The cards are story prompts. The images on the cards are designed to give you enough information about what is going on, but not tell you the whole story. That way the ideas and stories are more of a reflection of who you are and how you think. So that is why there is just art on it, and there's no name for the cards, or numbers or anything. All right. So let's go over this piece of paper that is enclosed. So there is the PDF again for the Darkness book, and then you have your storytelling game. And I'll let you read that. Okay, and then as a writer, you can use this as a writer's block or just as writers, to give you a little bit of prompt and stuff. And so you can do a three-card draw, 3 cards, and then the first card is the main character, the second card is the antagonist or something that happens to the main character, and the third card is the resolution of what happened. Then you can use it in your D&D and role-playing games. And I have played tabletop. I've played D&D 3.5 edition. I've also played Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf, Mage the Ascension, Wraith. Changeling I struggled with, I have to admit. And in tabletop, it's kind of hard to, if you're a visually person like I am, it's kind of hard even though the storyteller tries their best to lay out the scene verbally. I struggled with that part of tabletop. But this is nice because they could show you the card and say, this is what this looks like, or this is the situation, and blah, 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 blah. And also as a campaign generator, you can use the 3 cards and lay them out. First card is the NPC who needs help. The second card is the villain. And the third card could be the situation they have to get through to get to their villain. Or you can use it as an oracle reader, and you could do the 3-card draw. Example, something in your past is causing the situation. Second card is what you're currently worried about, and the third card represents the direction to solve the problem. Or you can use it as a teacher. Teachers are always looking for new and inventive ways to get the kids to pay attention. I'm not a teacher. I think that they deserve so much pay for what they deal with. And they can use this for writers, vocabulary lessons. They can pick a card and write 5 adjectives on what they see. And or therapist, like the blot thing. What do you see in this? And then the therapist listens to them, and they kind of get what's going on in their little brains and stuff like that. So that was another thing that really sold me on the cards, is you can multiple things you can use them for. All right, so let's go into this nice guidebook. This is a really nice guidebook. I was really surprised that it came with it. And he also puts a little insert, may life always bring you joy. And he puts a little smiley face on it. It's very, very cute. All right, so we have the table of contents in the book. And they're pretty much the same. If you get more than one, they're pretty much the same format. But you have the cards. And in here, you get the title of the card. And I know that a lot of intuitives like this style to where you can just see the artwork. You're not pigeonholed by a title of a card, because it's like, if you were to see the card first, you would be able to draw your own interpretations without actually knowing the title, and you wouldn't see anything but what you see. So this card, let's see, the title is where is it? Oh, Judgment. So, yeah, did you see Judgment before I gave you the title? So, some people are like, no, I want that title. I want to know what the artist was trying to convey in his artwork. So either way, it's not wrong. Either way, you like to read the cards, but I like that you can go either way. You can go without knowing the title, or you can go with knowing the title. And it's pretty much, he's left the interpretations of the cards up to you as well, which is a good freedom. And so we go through the backstory of how Shadow Myths came about. And he just talks about how he came up with it, and when he would go to gaming conventions, people would come up to him and say, wow, that's great art, or they'd say, hey, this would be a good card deck, for campaigns and stuff like that. And then he would get more people saying, oh, I would really like this as an oracle deck, and so on and so forth, and writing tools and stuff like that. And then being true to yourself. You can read that, and how the Shadow Myth decks can help you, and how it's your story, nobody else's. and then how to use the deck. And this is kind of geared towards people who don't think they're creative. And I think everybody is creative to a certain point or a certain medium. And he is encouraging, which is nice. It's nice when people encourage other people to just, go out and create something. Don't worry about it. Don't compare yourself. It's always nice to hear that, because we all do that. And oracle reading, you can use it as an oracle reading. And he likes to tell stories, it seems, because he tells a lot of stories in his guidebooks. And then preparation before you do your reading, little suggestions there. And then we go into some spreads. You have your daily reflection layout and dilemma resolution, your pyramidal, I think, energy matrix. Then we got the cross settlement, and writing prompts, how you can use it as a writing prompt. Basically, this expands on the piece of paper that you've been given and tells you how to use it, and gives you an example. Instead of just telling you about it, he gives you an example, which is nice. It's always nice to see examples, like when you're stuck, you're like, and it's always nice. Okay, and then role-playing game ideas. Got that. And then there's your 5 cards. And yeah, you can lay those down and have your players pick one as well. And then you have the first card, second card, third card as well. Storytelling game, where you can create stories in your game. And a teaching tool, writing prompts, and vocabulary lessons, and the therapy tools. And then goes on to giving you some more stories to read, where gives you an idea of how you can use the deck to create a bigger story. And he's just giving you an example of the different cards and how to use them. Okay, so then we go into the actual card meanings, and you get a larger color picture of the card and the title of the card, and then the actual meaning, and then using it in your game, Magic, how you can use it. And that is basically how the rest of the guidebook is. And then on the back gives you some more decks, and if you want to look at any of his prints, books, anything else on his website, and I will link his website in the description below. So if you want to check out, he does have an Etsy shop, and I also think he's selling on Amazon, but I wouldn't quote me on that. All right, so shuffling, very nice if you like the smaller size cards. I have no issue with them. They shuffle very nicely, and if you don't like the smaller cards and you like something you can grip onto, yeah, you can get the oracle cards if you choose. All right, so let's see who wants to come forth. We have the main picture Alright, so that one is power. Huh. Okay. Kind of reminds me of He-Man, Grayskull kind of thing. I don't know why I thought of that, but yeah. Okay, let's get to that. Power, meaning there was a king who did whatever he wanted, as kings are wont to do. One day death came for him and said, "It's time to go." "No, I'm a king." "I don't think so." Death quietly looked at him and said, "You don't understand. I'm death. No man may escape my embrace." As the light left the king's eyes, he realized that no matter how powerful one thinks they are, there is always something more powerful. Ooh! Just sends tingles up your spine. All right, and so then we have, if you want to use this in your game, it has the rating and how to use it in your game. And that is basically all I have for this deck. Let me know what you thought of it. And if you did buy it, please let me know. I'm always interested if I help somebody out. If it didn't appeal to you, let me know as well. I like to hear different perspectives and why it didn't appeal to you. Because I know that some decks some people love it, some people don't. So let me know either way. And if there is a future deck you'd like to see in a video, please let me know and I'll see what I can do. I'm always collecting new decks, and there might be one that you might have your eye on that you are thinking about on the fence, and maybe I can help you. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I do hope that you will join me with a future video. But until then, take care and goodbye, my dears.